EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Keenum. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
22! 22! Right! 20!
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Here goes the hot. 20. Hands down.
From the gun, here's Keenum. And he's got Will Tye complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Roger. Here's up the hot. Like 20.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They run with Breida. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Wait. Hey, gun. Get hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Butker able to put this one through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped. Just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Keenum now on first down. Complete to Wright. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Down. Roger.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. At least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Keenum. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff to Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go, let's go. Roger, roger, roger. Right 20.
Here's a give to Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Keenum going to throw. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Keenum. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Keenum now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, take 53, 55.
Off the play fake, Keenum. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Keenum throwing once more. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area. He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, here's Keenum. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from the desert after this. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Keenum. And that is incomplete. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down. But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy. Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst,
You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Keenum now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Roger.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Keenum now to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This is Yeldon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. There's Garoppolo to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go with the keeper. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There's no doubt that 2nd and 1 is a time when teams like to take a big shot downfield and try and pick up a big play. In this case, they're content running just the quarterback sneak and getting exactly what they wanted, a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, slow down, slow down. 21, 21. Here we go.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Toss play to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing on second, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Wide open receiver complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Yeldon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Down.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. They'll toss it to Breda. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a toss play. It's Breda. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Welcome Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
No, Roger.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Here we go, boys. 53. Here goes the high. Like 20.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Like 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Throwing a over the middle, but it's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Keenum will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Keenum. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Keenum now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Keenum. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from taking the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gould now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
120! 21. Hey, go! 65.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? And now we've got a stoppage here. The noise is deafening. And they'll say what? A timeout. Well, you could barely hear the whistles, but the offense does take a timeout here. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
120! 180!
Garoppolo again. looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Let's go. Hey, go outside. Like 20. 56.
Keenum now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Keenum. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. second down. Here's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Here we go, here we go.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Niners, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.